into the fifth application package. Here we come. Welcome back. Today we are kicking off with a new application package, and that is Microsoft PowerPoint. And before we dive in, I want to explain where you can apply this powerful application software. Now, you've seen people do presentation using projector, or you probably heard of the term projector if you haven't seen one or one being used. But my belief is that you've probably seen someone using a projector, or you've heard of the term, or at least you have a clue. Now here's the thing. PowerPoint is one of the powerful presentation tools that you can ever have, and it can be used when maybe you're making a sales presentation. It can be used when you're creating awareness. It can be used in a church whereby you want to be able to project the sermon right in the front of the audience. It can be used, maybe you want to project a hymn. It can be used in maybe you're carrying out a training. It can be used in training. It's actually used as an educational tool whereby people use this piece of technology to be able to teach with it. It can be used in conferences whereby people are presenting ideas. I mean, it can be used in so many areas. And one of the things that I want you to understand is understanding how to use this tool can be very helpful in your life. And really, it doesn't matter what field you are in. Learning how to create powerful presentations so that you can present your ideas, or you can present your product if you are working for a company whereby you're a salesperson, or really you can use it for training, or you can use it in the ministry. If you are a pastor, you can use it in a church. So there's so many areas in which you can use this tool, and so I want you to pay close attention as we dive into this fifth application package. It's going to be very helpful for you, if not now, in the near future. With that in mind, let's get into it. Now, we want to load Microsoft PowerPoint, and by the way, there are other presentation tools that you can use, like Freelance Graphic. It's another presentation tool that you can use, but here we're going to focus on Microsoft PowerPoint. So let's load this program and let's get started. So I'm going to click right here on the start bar, or the start button, and then I'll click all applications, and then I'm going to scroll. Remember, we are looking for Microsoft Office. Okay, PowerPoint is one of the Microsoft Office suite application package. We're looking for Microsoft MMM. These applications are arranged in alphabetical order, and here we are. So you click Microsoft, then you look for PowerPoint. Let's see whether we can see Microsoft PowerPoint. Great, here it is. So double click it and to give it time to load. And here we are. Now, one of the things you will notice is that the interface of this program might look slightly different. We don't have pages, we don't have worksheets, and we don't have object like the one that I've used in Access, but we have what you call slides. I'm going to be explaining more about that. Now, this is the interface of PowerPoint, and we have our menus here. We have the home menu, we have the insert menu, we have the design menu, we have transition menu. What you notice is that most of what you're looking at here on these menus are totally different from actually what we've seen previously. Maybe the only one thing that's common is home and insert, but the rest different: transition, animation, slideshow, review, and view. So this is the interface of Microsoft PowerPoint. Now what you're seeing right here, the white part, okay, the entire white part is what we call a slide. And normally when you see any projection using a projector being done, the part that normally lights on the screen or on the wall, it's this white part. And then we have these dotted enclosures here. This enclosure here, we have this dotted enclosure here with another dotted enclosure here. We call this one place holders. This is how you write it: place holder. A placeholder is this dotted enclosure, and this is where you enter your content, whether that content are images, clips, or whether that content is text. Now, any slide on this side, or all the slides that you create in PowerPoint, are normally shown here. Okay, they are listed here downwards. We operate from here, okay, this window right here, but you can be able to see your slides on in this section here on your left. And so we're going to start creating slides, and as we create them, you will notice that they will be listed here. So let's get started. First of all, it's good to understand that we use PowerPoint for creating presentations, and presentation can be a speech, it can be you want to project a sermon, it can be you want to carry out a sales presentation, and so you're preparing details about the product that you want to sell, maybe the name of the product, what are the features of the product, what's the price, how good is the product compared to other products in the market. You can also use it for training. You prepare lessons in PowerPoint, and then you can project them before or in front of your students or your audience, and then they are able to follow through on what you're teaching about. Yes, it's a very powerful tool. What we're going to do here is right away we are going to assume a project, and you're going to do that project. Create a presentation based on that project so you can really understand how this works. Now, when you go to home, you click home, and you're going to see this ribbon. Then when you click here, notice we have this new slide here. There's a small button here, we call it a drop down list button. You click that button, you're going to see all this. We call this one's layout. All slides don't look the same. The layout of a slide will vary depending on the content or the information that you want to put in that slide. We have a slide that can accommodate a title and probably a subtitle. This first layout here, it's the one that we have here. Then we have another one here that it can accommodate a title, but then down here it will accommodate what we call a content. And specifically when you use the term content in this context, we are referring to an object. An object could be a video, an object could be a chart, an object could be a clip art, an object could be a table. Okay, so those are what we are referring to content. Okay, objects are what we are referring to content. And then, so basically this means you can put a title here, but you cannot type inside here. You put a content or an object here. And then you have this one, and that is marked as section header, and this allows you to have a slide that basically subdivided into two sections, and you can put any text that you want. Then you have two content here. Now what this layout does is, if you want a slide whereby maybe on one side you want to show a table and the next to that table or adjacent to that table you want to show a chart, okay, with the graphical representation of that table, then you might need to pick this layout because it gives you permission to put a title on top of your slide, and then down here you can have a chart or other table, and on your right you can have a chart representing that table. So if that's the kind of a content or the kind of data that you want to show to your audience, then you pick this layout. This is the same again, but the difference is you can have a major title here, and in this just below the major title you can have a subtitle here for the content here, and another subtitle here for the content that is on the right side. Remember, for this one you only have one title, you cannot have subtitles, but for this one you have subtitles. This one, you can use this one if you want to just show the title of your presentations. You can just use this one. You only put the title only, you cannot add anything beyond the title. This is a blank slide for some reason. If you want a blank slide, then you can pick this one. And then you have this one. This allows you to put content on your right side. By content, like I said, referring to object, a chart, a clip art, an image, a table, a video. Those are what you refer to as contents. You can put a content on this side, and then on this side you can type anything that you want on your left hand side. And then this one allows you to put an image, specifically a picture, right inside, and then below it you can type something with regard to the picture. So you're going to have to use different layouts depending on what you want to put in your slide. Now, something to note before we get into the practical part of it. When it comes to PowerPoint, you don't put all the information. PowerPoint is meant to pick the key points for any presentation that you want to make. You don't type everything. It's not like Word, so you don't put a lot of text. You just put the key main points. One slide can carry 3 main points, a maximum of up to 5 main points, and these should be points, not paragraphs, just key points that when you see those points, or when your audience sees those points and you're explaining them, they are able to follow through. So we don't use PowerPoint to put a lot of text. No, key points of your presentation. With that in mind, why not get started? So first of all, I'm going to delete this slide, and then you're going to start from scratch and inside our own slide. So how do you delete a slide? It's simple. Just right click the slide, and then I'm going to click delete slide, and the slide is gone. So let's get started. How do you insert a slide? You basically go to home menu, and then you come here, and then we pick slide layout that you want here. Now let's assume we are going to be presenting what this course teaches. Okay, assume that I need to prepare a presentation that I would want to go out and talk about this course that I offer online and explain to people what what they will find in that course. So I need to prepare a good presentation and go and market my online course. That is what you're going to do. We're going to do that project, and so we're going to make it as professional as possible, because you need to get the skills that you're going to need to apply outside there. So the first slide, when you are preparing a presentation, you just show who is making the presentation. So we're going to pick this one with title only. So click title only, and you can only type title only here. So we can type something like Ericard let's see, Ericard online computer course, and then I can move my mouse pointer on the outline of the place order and drag it in the middle. Okay, that is going to be our first slide. ERICAD online computer course. Let's add a computer course program. Great. This is the key thing. This is the product that you are going to be selling, and you want this one to be in the first slide. And then let's go to the next slide. We can click slide view, and now we can click another slide with title only, and we can just type, actually let's delete this one. Let's delete this slide. Let's get a different layout. So you right click and you delete the slide. Let's get a different layout, new. Let's pick this layout, title slide, and then here we can have presented by, and then down here we can write Eric. Eric, founder of ERICAD training courses, right? Actually, let's have this person by Eric. And then here let's change this one to great. Now you notice that you can resize the columns there. You can resize the size of this place order. So we get to stretch this one a little bit, stretch this one a little bit, stretch it a little bit again. Just make sure that the place order doesn't get outside the slide. And also something else you want to make sure is it's well balanced within the slide. Great, so we have the first two slides. The next thing we want to do is let's now add another slide. The first slide was what this presentation is all about, ERICAD online computer course program, and who is the presenter. We have the presenter. Now what we need to have is what is in the course. So we're going to click new, and then we can pick again a slide like this one. Then we can type what is in the course, and what is in this course. We are here, down here now we are going to enter all the packages that are covered in this course. So we have Windows package, actually Microsoft Windows package, and then you have Microsoft Word, and then you have Microsoft Access, and then you have Microsoft Excel, and then we have Microsoft PowerPoint, which is what we are covering here, and then we have Microsoft Publisher, and then we have internet and email. Okay, internet and email. There you go. So this is what you find in the course. Actually, we can change this one and call it the course curriculum. The course curriculum, you want your audience to know what is in the course. This is the course curriculum, and this is what is in the course. Let's resize this one. Bring your mouse pointer at this handle, you click, you drag it down a little bit, and then you move this one up. You click this one, pull it, resize it sideways a little, then you pull it down. Make sure you try to balance everything within the slide, and then you can have all this in bullets. Remember how we did bullets in Word? It's not different. If I want to set up bullets here, all I need to do is position my mouse pointer there, and then I come right here and I pick the bullet that I want. I'm gonna pick this bullet, or I can pick this bullet, and then I can do the same there. Sorry, I pick that bullet, I click there, pick that bullet, I click there, I pick a bullet, click there, we pick another bullet, click here, we pick another bullet, click there, we pick another bullet. Great, so there we are. Now we want to arrange this in we want to have it aligned on the left side, so we're going to highlight it just like we learned how to highlight in Word. You click your mouse pointer, hold down the left mouse and drag, and still under home, these are your alignments. We have center, we have right, we have justify, and then we have left. So we pick left alignment. There we are. So already people, when you present it, people can see the course curriculum. What do I expect to learn from this course? I expect to learn Microsoft Windows package, Microsoft Word package, Microsoft Word package. I'm going to learn Microsoft Excel package, and I am going to learn Microsoft Access package, and then I'm going to learn PowerPoint, Microsoft PowerPoint package. Then I'm going to learn Publisher or Microsoft Publisher package. Okay, and then lastly, internet and email. So already they can see the course curriculum, and they can know in advance what to expect, that they are going to cover 7 application packages. Now with that, we can add another slide, and in this case we can indicate for every single package what are the key things that you're going to learn. So let's add one more slide, and you're going to pick a slide that has a different layout so that I can show you how to use different layouts. Now really, we're preparing a presentation, so we don't need to include everything that you're going to learn in each package. The key here is to learn how to prepare a good presentation. Remember, you don't put a lot of information on slides. in PowerPoint. You only put the key things. Okay, so let's go to home. We come here and then we go to, let's pick something like let's pick I'm looking for a layout whereby we can talk about what we will cover in Windows. Let's pick this layout again. Seems to take care of a number of things. So in the first package, which is Windows Microsoft Windows package. So what do you cover in Microsoft Windows package? The key thing here is computer settings and file and folder management. Okay, they may look like a few points, but those points, they are loaded. There's a lot that you cover in each and every one of them. You don't want to put everything in PowerPoint. You only put the key things. So in Microsoft Windows package, this is where we learn about computer settings, how to change computer settings, desktop background, and how to handle file and folder. So you have file and folder management. Great. So we separate them and then you can give them bullets. Give them bullet and then we can highlight them, and then let's left align them. So that is what we cover in that package. And then let's go now to the fifth package. Let's add another package. So we go to new, and now we want to talk about Microsoft Word. We want to indicate what we cover in that package. So I'm going to use now this layout that will allow me to put some images on this side or content on this side and put some text on the other side. So let's use this one. And this is Microsoft Word. Microsoft Word. What do we cover in Microsoft Word? So I didn't intend to. I intended to have content here. So I can now pick something here. Maybe if I indicate we cover tables, charts, and text, I can insert some of the tables and charts here for someone to be able to see. So the package here is Microsoft Word, right? Microsoft Word. So what do you cover in Microsoft Word? We cover text formatting, we covered objects, we can say tables, and we can say charts, and we can say clip arts, then you can say mail margin. Notice I'm trying to make everything short. You don't put a lot of information. And then I can highlight this one and pull it upward. Then I'm going to pull it aside a little bit. Then I can insert maybe a chart here, because you said we're going to work with tables, charts, clip art, mail margin, or that. So I can put a chart here by clicking this. Sorry, let's put a table here. I can click this insert table, and then this insert table window will, or rather dialog box, will pop up. I specify the number of columns and the number of rows. So let's say I want a table that has 5 columns and 6 rows. Then you click OK. There you are. So you have your table here, and you can move that table down if you want. You can position the table where you want it to be. These ones, you can highlight them and make them bigger so that they are visible. Let's make them a little bit bigger. Okay, and let's give them bullets. With them highlighted, I'll click there and they pick the bullets that I want. They'll all be applied there, and then I can separate them. Make sure they are far apart. And then I can click this title and to stretch it to cover up to this part. Click this one. Pull it back a little bit, and then you can center align it. Highlight the text. Then you center align. You can make the text bigger. Microsoft Word package. Pull it down slightly. There you are. Okay, and then now we can add another one whereby we want to show what we cover in Excel. So let's go and pick a different slide here. Let's pick this slide here. Okay, this kind of layout here. So we pick that layout. That layout allows us to, and by the way, let's go back here. You can put your data on this table. Actually, we can call this one items. We can call this one subjects, whatever, maths. This one can be English, it can be Swahili, chemistry. What we are learning here is how to create slide and how to use a different layout to include the information you want to see on your slide. And you just enter the names. We have Roy here, we have Mike, we have James, we have Jude, and then we have Edwin. And then here you can include their performance in maths, you can include their performance in English. The point here is to realize that you can create tables in PowerPoint. If there's any information in a table you want to include in any PowerPoint presentation, that is how you insert the table. Then you put the data that you want in that table. Okay. Just add some information there. Another information there. So understand that anything that you want to put in PowerPoint, it's possible. Great.